Austin Pali, I was asked to share my reflection on Matthew chapter 5, verses 43 to 48. This passage is called Love of Enemies. Jesus is inviting us to love everyone, not just the people closest to us. This is a pretty clear message, but it's much easier said than done. So how I started off reflecting on this passage, and I invite you guys to do the same, is to ask yourself, do I have any enemies? And my initial reaction was, no, I don't. But as I reflected, another question came to mind, and it was, who was the person that I disliked the most? And as I sat with this, I realized it was me. I'm my own biggest enemy. And this is particularly true whenever I face any type of setback, and that's when the self-doubt sets in. And I start to ask myself, am I smart enough? Am I capable enough to do this? And it's kind of funny because I'm always the first to forgive other people and to encourage other people. But when it comes to myself, I fail to show that love and mercy to myself. But in this passage, God showers the gifts of the sun and rain to both the good and the bad, to both the just and the unjust. But are we sharing the gifts that God has blessed us with to everyone, or do we only reserve it for those who are closest to us? When I was reflecting, another quote came to mind that was from Mahatma Gandhi, and it goes something like, "I like your Christ, but I do not like your Christians. You Christians are so unlike your Christ." And in this quote, Gandhi is calling out the hypocrisy within Christianity. But God is not calling us to be hypocrites. In fact, Jesus is calling us to be perfect, just as our Heavenly Father is perfect. And by no means is this an easy feat, but nonetheless, this is what we are called to be. So let us ask God to bless us with the gift of love, to forgive those who have hurt us the most. And let us ask God to give us the courage to be our authentic selves so that we can bless other people with those gifts that God has given us.